This is Lela. Yeah! Your host is Lela, I, co-host, Fluffy Dog. What did you think of tonight's episode? Did you think it was a good opener? You thought it was okay. So here's my thoughts on the first scene. Ghost is all like, in his little cell barking and freaking out. But here's my question. Ghost is barking as loud as a little ghost can. How the fuck did Davos just nap through that? Davos is like barely any feet away in these like structures that they're not the thickest structures, they hadn't really built insulation-y things yet. Davos is just taking a fucking nap through this, really? Yeah, I know, right? Also, some people I saw on Tumblr were saying that it was cute that Alistair Thorne said, "It was the officers of the watch decision," and then Ollie, little fuck Ollie. Fuck little fuck Ollie. Fuck. I hope I mentioned this cursing in this. Little fuck Ollie's just like, yeah, the officers did it. And I saw a post that was saying, how nice of Alistair to take the heat off of Ollie. No, fuck Ollie. Fuck. Also, did anyone else notice that everyone kept calling Davos Sir, and Alistair Thorne was like, Sir Davos, blah, 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 Sir Davos. And I'm just like, Davos is a lord. He's like a fucking lord. Didn't you just let Davos have shit? God. I'm sure that they forgot to make him a lord in the show, but it still pisses me off. Did anyone catch Roose like, oh, I'd reward the man that killed Stannis? Brienne's gonna reward you. She's gonna reward you by cutting off your fucking head, Roose. I wrote in my notes, Theon has a silly scarf. Oh, I also got really confused because I forgot in the show that they only cut off Cersei's hair. They didn't shave her head like in the books. And I was looking at her hair like, wow, that's like far more than 6 months of hair growth. How long was Jaime and Dorne? Wow, it took me forever to remember. Felt very silly. Also, did anyone else notice that she referred to her mother as Mama? Like, French style, like N at the end. Like, when I was a little French girl, I would call my mother Mama. And in the books, they never use anything like that. It's a language thing. I thought it was interesting, that's all. It pisses me off how Cersei isn't shown as crazy in the show. Like, they keep trying to show her as really intelligent, like a player of the game. Like, everyone that reads the books knows that Cersei's just batshit fucking crazy. Which, I mean, I feel like it's important to her character because it's showing what this world has done to this woman that was just trying her best. So, like, if all of this Dorne bullshit had happened in the books, Cersei's reaction wouldn't be like, oh, Jaime, my daughter was so good, oh, Jaime. It would be like, Jaime, I'm gonna light everything on fire, woo! You know what I'm saying? Like, she would be fucking killing, or trying to kill him. It would be really pathetic, too. She would be, like, trying to light Jaime on fire. She'd be lighting her feet on fire. She would go full Denethor, okay? If a second child had died, full Denethor. That's all I'm saying. So I was watching this, like, sad Cersei. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I mean, I guess I should get used to it's a different Cersei. It's not the book Cersei, but like I love book Cersei, so I'm not satisfied with it. Similar to the Dorne thing. Dorne. Okay, I won't talk about it. I also wrote in my notes, Natalie Dormer's nose is amazing. I also wrote in my notes, Dorne, what? 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 And like when I was watching this with my father, my dad was just like, because he's tall, he doesn't know what's going on. He kept calling Davos Stanislas. I don't know what that means. Anyway, my father's just like, and I'm just like, what? 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 And like, okay, let's just dig into realism. Like, if this scenario had actually happened, okay? Realism, in the reality, real life. I was telling my friends at work, like, if this happened in reality, I mean, you know what I mean. You fucking know what I mean. So, Ariel Hota is always saying shit like, when the Sand Snake walked up to Dorne, I took my sword and I took my action, I licked it a little bit in preparation because, they won't harm Dorne, but just gotta be sure. He always says shit like that. Like, there's been a couple times in the books where Arya Hota's like, just in case, I sort of glared at her a little bit. Arya Hota. That's him licking the axe. He sleeps with the axe. What do you think that means? The point is, he wouldn't let some 18-year-old fucking loser stab him in the back. That doesn't make any sense, okay? That wouldn't happen. Like, let's be real. That wouldn't happen. Faux Alaria... I can't go into this. Oh, we have strong female characters. Well, you know how females are. They just kill everything without thinking about it. You know, powerful women, they just kill everything. They don't love or have family members. You know, they're men haters. They just hate all men. I can't with this fucking shit. I had that same thing with the Arya scenes, especially last season, because the waif, they did a similar thing. Well, the waif is, you know, teaching Arya things, so she has to be really catty about it, because you know how women are. Women can't get along. Women can't. No, women are so mean. The cat's staring at me. Women... Dad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you do. Oh, I just spat all over my notes. Well, that's a metaphor for life. I wrote Jorah, Aragorn, and then I wrote Ian Glenn has big ears. It was really cute, though, that Daenerys pulled a little Pippin. You Lord of the Rings fans know what I'm saying. He's just dramatically like, oh yes, my fake grayscale. And I'm like, no one cares, pedo bear. They talked back to their call a shitload. He was like, you know what's hot and sexy? And they were like, you know, killing people. And the call's like, bro, give me like 2 seconds to talk about shit. It cracked me up because, like, can you imagine Khal Drogo's blood riders giving him that treatment? And then this guy was Khal Moro, Mogo, Momo, Khal Mo. Let's just call him Mo the Khal. Mo the Khal's just like, oh my god, I should have picked blood riders, you know, that weren't 17-year-old losers. You little stoners, you think you could fuck with me? Joking about killing people? I'm trying to talk about hot ladies right now. Can you guys stop for 2 seconds? It was cracking me up that they made the Melisandre thing the ending of the episode. Anyone that's read the books has pretty much guessed that. I guess I'm too biased as a book reader, but it's like, oh yeah, she looks like Gollum, yep, that's right. And also, a lot of people were like, why did it have to show her boobs? Which, I mean, 90% of the time I agree with that comment. If you were a sad old lady, you would do the same thing. You'd be like, hot, not hot, hot, not. Like, wouldn't you do that? You would totally do that. And so I saw some people on Tumblr talking about, like, why is everyone complaining? I take off all my clothes before I go to bed, too. What's wrong with you people? Air it out. I found it interesting, too, that Melisandre, her actress, Carice Van Houten, said, yeah, they only told me this shit this season. And I was like, I feel like they should have told her that earlier. Like, they should have told her, by the way, you're going to be a hot, sexy priestess, but secretly you're 200 years old. Because imagine if she'd been filming those scenes, like, you know, exposing all of her boobs, and then inside she's giggling like, I'm 200 years old, you're fucking an old lady, and you don't even know it. What do you think, co-host? I mean, you're not wrong. I spent the entire Monday walking around my work saying to people, the sand snakes wouldn't do that. Oh, also a note I should say that people were posting on the interwebs. The explanation of how the sand snake snuck on the boat was that it was parked at the Capitol. So that was as Jaime was talking to Cersei, Trystane was being murdered. I saw so many people saying, was their boat following their boat and they're all in the water? Did they swim? Were they swimming underneath the boat and they grappled the sides? Why didn't we get a cool grappling scene, James Bond style, or a beginning of Captain America Winter Soldier style? I was cheering. I mean, I was expecting Brienne, and it was satisfying, but it also felt wrong because Sansa wouldn't. Don't you think? Okay, Sansa's very distrustful at this point. Don't you think her first reaction would be like, hey, if you served my mother, how come she's dead? Hey, you're with that Lannister kid, right? You're with Podrick? Didn't he work for Tyrion? Are you trying to take me back to Tyrion? What's going on here? Can I trust you? Who are you? What's going on? On one hand, she is in a snowy wilderness with no one to help her. On the other hand, I'm surprised she didn't even, like, voice any of these thoughts. Because, like, what's gonna happen next? Is Brienne gonna be like, let's take you to Jon? Or maybe Sansa will be like, take me to Jon. And then they'll be like, and then they'll go to the wall. And Alistair Thorne's like, Jon? Jon who? Jon Snow? We've never heard of a Jon Snow. You know? And Sansa will be like, but I'm the Queen of the North or shit, you know? And then Brienne will be like, hey, onion guy, didn't you work for Stannis? Sword out. And then I'll be like, what's happening? What are you all doing here? But then again, Liam Cunningham, he said that he is going to meet Lyanna Mormont, which implies that Davos is going to do his rounds, going to the Northern Lords, asking for armies, and that implies maybe Sansa will be like, Davy Wabby Woo Woo, join Team Sansa, because I think that'd be cute. Because they said there's rumors of someone being near, like, close to Manderley being cast, but I'm not getting my hopes up. And imagine if Sansa asked Davos to find Rickon. Like, Sansa asked Davos to find Rickon, you know what I'm saying? My co-host is asleep. I think part of the problem of transcribing things to screen that they've talked about is the oversimplifying. So one of the things I saw people talking about was like how they had trouble with Sansa scenes because Sansa keeps so much of her like dialogue in her brain and so much of the Sansa action is in her brain. And the article I linked mentioned that problem with Ariane would be that all the shit she says out loud is a lie because she's doing her trickstery shit, and how that would be hard on screen because everyone would be like, wait, she said this, but she doesn't believe it because they're dumbasses. Read a fucking book. So it's like a lot of things like that get oversimplified on screen, and I feel like I want my complicated intrigues. I don't want my let's just kill everyone off because we don't know what to do with them anymore. One of the reasons I was sandwiching Davos and Sansa together in a haphazard fashion was that there are rumors that Sansa will be at the big battle in Ireland. I mean, not in like real life. I mean, it's being filmed in Ireland. It was filmed in Ireland, like the big battle, the battle of 6 armies, where like everyone's there, you know. So I thought, like, I don't know, Sansa's end up there. Where are the wildlings at? Imagine if Sansa got control of the wildlings somehow. If she was like, hey, wildlings, be my army, and in return, I'm pretty cool. And they'd probably say to Sansa, you are pretty cool. Okay, in this episode, there is not a single scene that actually corresponds to the book. And the most, like, canonical things that happened in this episode, I think the most canonical thing that happened was Mel taking off her shirt. And I shouldn't be judging things by how much they're made up, but, you know, the farther they get from the source material, the more they room into fucking crazy land where everyone in Doran dies. We cannot trust these people with making it up is the problem. Yeah, don't even talk to me about Doran, bro. Don't even talk to me about